And let me also raise this point. Only somebody raised this point in the comment section. And I think it is very necessary that we talk about it. Ibe Valentine Dalo. Because if you basalo family, marriage, we should be taking it serious. That's why in USA, Emeka First Man, I greet you, brother. That's why in USA now. That's why in USA now. I want as many people as possible to join us in this conversation. If you cannot join now, then you can join us in the evening or in the night. If time will permit us in the evening. So, and we go Madu 24 here. Share this video. I want Madu 30 here so that we can continue. We can continue. We have to take it upon ourselves. Can you save lives? We have to be saving lives. Kelebe. Okay, but first, question Madu Juru. That question Madu Juru na comment section. Wo Kelumaka Ojuhe as a question, rather, or drop it as a statement. And goes away drop it as a statement. No, sir. No photo. Omuwanye. Na-eme onwe ke ukusi wedo between ya na tiha. Tiha gwa ha. Ese? Mba ya bia be ebo zo gwa. I am new here. Bigger Zenko. We have a lot of things I offer here. Because only never share this video. I'm talking about share button, share this video. I might like the fact that when we want to discuss about issues, you share the video and our program. When you share the video, you are giving us a wider reach. We have a wider reach. Onye Talo and Emeka First Man, thank you for sharing this video. When you share this video, you are giving a lot of people opportunity to partake in our conversation. And you won't even know who you are doing a favor. Because there may be somebody passing through one thing or the other. Somebody will now pass through one thing or the other. In their marriages, you will not know. So when you share it, it will give them opportunity to learn. Another occurrence echi or one echi so when you see any machine now. So, question, if onya ukulu, I'm not a question, is that in onya asere, what of omuwanye yawo diagwa ha na luo uno ben nafa ha se na ha ya na go. What of omuwanye ọ na-eme problem do ko yesi do agwa ha na luo ben nafa ha se na ha ya na na or if onya ukulu then bia nyo ya anyanse onya akwụkwọ something because I ma no na-eme go I ma no na-eme. But before then I want to read something. I want to read something out. Can go put something. Can go put something. Don't be in a hurry. We are here. Can go after something. If I will, ife Ezeugo ndụ nke comedian, if I will, if Ezeugo ndụ kwuru, Ezeugo ndụ said, apparently, the Abagana woman whose husband set Eboko days ago was a chronic cheat and the bully to her husband. This was said by content creator Ezeugo ndụ Chukwuebuka. She sleeps out of her husband's house for days without prior information. If and when she comes back and her husband tries to question her movement, she either breaks a bottle on his head or pick a wee and a pawn on him. The man has been subject to mockery for his peers and the whole Ezeugo in Abagana. Lastly, her husband hasn't seen her parents for the past 7 years, but she has known boyfriends in the same town. Before the Oku incident, she had brought out a shovel to hit the inquisitive husband who halted her at his gate after she was coming back from another sleepover that morning. Dangers of a single story. Dear men, if you are being abused in your marriage, speak up. No be when matter shock you, a shoba fuel. Maybe let me read it all over again so that we can talk about this. Ezeugo ndụ said, apparently, the Abagana woman whose husband is set ablaze days ago was a chronic cheat and bully to her husband. She sleeps out of her husband's house for days without prior information. If and when she comes back and her husband tries to question her movement, she either breaks a bottle on his head or picks a weapon on him. The man has been a subject to mockery for his peers and the whole Ezeugo in Abagana. Lastly, her husband hasn't seen her parents for the past 7 years, but she has known boyfriends in the same town. Before the fuel incident, she had brought out a shovel to hit the inquisitive husband who halted her at his gate after she was coming back from another sleepover that morning. Owesona, this is the danger of a single story. Dear men, if you are being abused in your marriage, speak up. Not be when matter shock you, a shoba fuel. You see, that is why Njuwe won. Now sometimes, in this something, I know about marriage, use your brain and not your emotion or sentiment. I don't know why we are too sentimental, even in serious issues. Like, what is this story for? I am asking you, what is this story for? Like, this story, this man on a why? What do you want me to use this story for? You mean you are living with a woman as young as she is, because no bubu agadi wine, and for good 7 years, if ubo opante she sleeps out na be no boyfriends ama na Abagana or na village on onye owo na mana o na eme fa onye owo na mana o na agba ni ilo onye oma kerife keep na that marriage up to that 7 years. What were you hoping to achieve? Like I'm asking, I'm curious, and I want somebody to help me out in this. Kerife keep na that marriage for even 2 years, not even to talk about that 7 years an account. What were you waiting and hoping to achieve? Can you tell me what or what are the reasons why you decided to stay in that marriage up to that 7 years? Have you seen why I am telling you that marriage is not something you can manage? You cannot manage marriage. If both of you are not compatible, if things are not going on fine, to your tent, O Israel. I don't understand why you will live with your wife. No. Or ekwe, ije nekwe, ekanolo, first year ga, second year ga, third year ga, fourth year ga, fifth year ga, and I go cause that aggressions for all those years, only for you to come and send yourself behind the bars. Then maybe I this story. Now, because you want us to hear you out, or because you want us to feel pity for you. You want us to feel pity for you. For what? For doing one of the most officiating somebody will give me. The most official something. Very pathetic story. Very dumbfounded story that somebody with his senses cannot even. But let me say something here. Enwere ụmụ nwoke na pass things do like this in marriage. I have to be honest with you. There are so many nonsense and stupid reasons. Now people anolo in a tight corner na marriage. No, a very shady. Let me be frank with you. The same ways we go in Italo. Things like this in marriage is saying well today. Ipo that man sit here down joy. Kerizim patalo ijwe remain in this marriage. Despite all this name, onye ufun kankari zine mwehisi kankari zine. Because when you were emanating we were before now, and I made this program, and I made other things, and I made this program, and I made other things. Men get different cue actions from the wives, but no matter what, don't get to the extreme of committing an action that will be detrimental. With this now, he will be doing with Ibu Mado. People see marriage as milk heaven. Now, like I said, a lot of people are actually battling with things worse than this in their different marriages. If you sit people down, have one stories Hannah cover in various marriages, Hannah, you will. That's how come people will even be asking. Now, I say, this man or this woman or no under a spell. Have you seen such marriages where people keep asking, this man or no under a spell? this woman under a spell. Do you want me to tell you one reason why ụfọdụ ụmụ nwoke we choose to stay and be buying in silence, or the reason why some ụmụ nwanyị we choose to stay and be buying in silence? Oh, na ngwachago what I know about this, which may not be the ultimate, which may not be nonyawo okucha okucha. We will now talk about leave my house and say I am going nowhere. I am going nowhere. We will come to I am going nowhere. But let us talk about why people choose to settle in ugly situations despite the reality staring them on their faces. Not even number one. Not even number one. The reason is simply because of Omaze. Yeah? If there is not the only thing, it's Omaze. Nwata nwaanyị die ya da akụkọ kwuo ịkpa ya aka osego ọkọ hapụziela onye ụmụazị jewalụ ya osego ọnarazie kedu ife ya ufetofu ụmụ ya efu nwoke nwunye ya na-eshi ọnụ na ana ịkpa ya aka n'ọnụ osego na ụmụazị kapere mpe you see ụmụazị. Now, let us assume that now, if I will fuel, or let us assume that if this man, because let us now look at the side of story of this man, and let us assume that this man is right. Which, of course, I will tell you the truth, that whether not the right or not the right, actions here, supersede go whatever story he has to tell. You want to go? Lydia, White, put your number to call. The number to call is plus 260 96 150 2192. It's on WhatsApp. 260 096 150 2192. Yeah, it is on WhatsApp. Pin here. So if you want to share something with us, you can call either on WhatsApp or you can request to join. You got to go. Oh maze. Okwa so many places. O nwere ụbọchị nna apụ na ọkpụneze na-erute somewhere wee fu ebe ndị mmadụ gbakọrọ. I was driving with my PA that day. I fu ebe ndị mmadụ gbakọrọ. O wee wolo na church dị na first floor. I wee kwụsị wee jụọ mmadụ wee sị ya kelee ife na-eme n'elu ebe a. O wee sị m na onwe one man ya na nwunye enwelu nsogbu. The man wee tiwe nwunye ya ife. Nwunye ya wee si n'ụlọ wee gbapụ. Wee gbagide ọsọ. The man chụgide. The woman wee gbagoro n'elu chọọchị ya n'ebe pastor. The man wee chọrọ kwe wee batakwa n'ime ụlọ ụka a in the presence of ndị na-ebe a wee tiwekwa ya ife. Ndị mmadụ wee dụ nka ha chọrọ ka a kụọ the man jaja. Now, a man nwere ike ịchụrụ nwunye chụpụta ya n'ilo bịakwa ebe ndị mmadụ nọ ọsọ ha anya ndị mmadụ o tiwe ya ife. Ife ọsọkwurie ya nwere ife nwaanyị ahụ mere. Can you ask yourself, if this one can happen before your eyes, what is this woman passing through inside that house? Call this woman keta asị nne keri ife kpatara na ihe ebula akpago hapụ nwoke a na wabe nna go maka ndọwo. Guess the answer onye ka ọ ya aghasala ụmụ ya ọwụọ mụsịtacha ụmụ ka onye ọzọ zụọrọ ya ụmụ ya. Now this woman anwụgo now. This man ya eje nga What will be the fate of ụmụazị ahụ melufa ha ji wee remain in that misery called marriage? I want us to be realistic now. One last thing I will think of in my marriage is to beat my wife. I rather keep her silent, simple. The man did what he's supposed not to do. Now he will face the government because it has involved Onwumade, Ezeugo Global TV. You are saying it the way it's supposed to be. Keep on the good work. Thank you very much. You got to go. So let us assume that the man na story or color the right of which na some men are passing through worse things than this in their various marriages, especially men. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha sị ọwụ ha chụna nwaanyị a keta ụmụ ya ka pegasịrị mpe kelu onye ya dey take care of ụmụazị a kelu ka ụmụazị a yesi wee feel growing up in the absence of their father and mother being together. What will be the fate of these children knowing fully well that the father and the mother are on separation? How is it going to affect their psychology and everything? All those things hello? Huh? Four. So inside there 3-8. Okay. You got to go. So now, when you fail to deal with the reality of sorting that thing with the reality again, which is the easiest way out, you will be faced with the worst reality, which is this one. If you want me to repeat it, I will repeat it again. I said, if you fail to sort it with the reality, which is the way, the only peaceful way, and the only way with the best, which is going to your tent, O Israel, let us look for a way to manage this kissy unite Goliath together. If you fail to accept that reality simply because you are thinking about the fate of your children, Emana, outside you, playing your role as a parent in their life, they have their various lives to live when they come of age. You decide to shy away from that reality that you both have to go on separation. And when they go on separation, later they will come back again. When they go, that is the reality you are running away from because of Omas. When you stay there, you will be faced with the reality of continuous gudu until the most shocking reality of what just happened yesterday, or 2 days ago, will come. That will be when you will face the most heartbreaking reality, which is that both of you may not be there to witness how those kids will grow up. So, this man, let us assume that the reason why he chose to keep that toxic woman in his house is because he's thinking out loud for his kids. What is going to happen today? The man is nowhere to be found. The woman is nowhere to be found. So those kids are going to probably grow up. They are going to probably, let me know, Kaima no onye in your contribution. Hello? Yeah, good afternoon. Okay. All right. Until you na speaker. All right. Okay, people are listening.
About this program, people, I don't know whether hello?
I can hear you.
I'm hearing myself.
Talk.
Hello?
Talk, we are hearing you.
Okay, now, about this program, I don't know whether our people will open their ear or their mind, put all these things inside them. They will can't hear. Some people cannot learn from others. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Marriage is not do and die. If it's not working, walk away before something like this happens. But tomorrow people will just, I don't know what they are doing there. In the village, there's no peace, there's no joy. And cheating has taken over. And you, a man, you are still with the woman. What are you doing there? So my own little contribution is here. This in Kemina and Nego, all others, let them there. You don't hang on, I get to me.
Yes.
Because I want to know more. Also, got them.
Yes.
Otago?
Yes.
I know that work, guy will be with fuel, one yellow. Oh my goodness. I'll show you that there's no love again in this life.
Oh, very pathetic. Very pathetic.
Oh, okay. And again, let me say something. I hope me work why get here. Or woman big get member get with fuel. We have my tea or I get me.
You are right.
That is too much. I want to again other now go my boy, I can walk with man who was full boy. I want to walk now. My brother and sister, no alone. They want tomorrow. I will why they take it easy. I will why they take it easy. Also, when they face the challenge. I get me.
Ezeugo.
So, because all the when you get tough time, those liar, say lo chago, say lo chago.
Yes.
Oh, agreement. Any agreement have agreement. I get to me. Lo chago.
Yes.
And save their life. Because out of my program, I want to program I got continue throughout this week. I would like it because can be can take a correction. And two, it don't have been okay. Forget about him outside. Focus. Because of working in the game, what other man has enjoyed, not every other man will enjoy it. I won't work over behind the house. So, you are the man in like a work, even as you walk outside. No, they will tell. And again, because marriage, everyone again provide that something to support their marriage. However, behind the man, when they say about the issue here and there, I get to me.
Yes.
So, because as much as memorable, because also memorable, not too much. Even a marriage, agree on that castle. Quit here in time and save your life. God bless you, sir.
Dalo, thank you very much. Yeah, from Enenianwite, all the way from Senegal. So, our brother not in line with Ifa Ineku. So now, as I was saying now, before our brother to Bazikwala Yono of Ma, Ziaho, age will remain in that marriage. Keta Ziaho, a face go the shocking reality now, which is they don't have their father in the house, they don't have their mother in the house. They are now going to grow up probably in the hand of one relative or whatsoever. So now, and the one no beha, work and or whether no see one yours or only gain both of them. And we get now add 1 or 2 quota and one ya now zuye, well, na what they do or no mazi to Wulakaha, Shorowakwa. Akankefa. So all these things something you people have to think. And let me tell you something. Go on a gonna dig on an also leave my house and say I'm going nowhere. Ono na bu yebupu ofonye ni mu no ozu. Kam we mmalo na develop akuru nu na hiju eju na yapo eba. E develop akuru nu na eme ana azora ite enweghisi and that's all right. Why can't you think after your own life? If I see me within a twinkle of an eye, and we go damage here. So don't think there is a better way you can plan to manage it, or that within a twinkle of an eye, just like this. I don't sure know when you get this woman I do unconscious. Ebe abari fuel am yoko. O nwere ike owo no na alahola. E nwere ike owo no na alahola. It has happened like this several other places. So for a reason, go na nwoke yeji we biri n'uno. Okwehozi unu na abu ebi. Nwoke agbago na aba ijo na ya ana. I chọrọ inwe ahụ. Etiri ya kpakpuru utie. Is marriage the end? Okwa agreement unu na abu kwekọrịtalo. Okwehozi unu eme. Why can't you go back home and plan your life? Why can't you go on a separation and plan your life? I'm failing to understand. Some people will begin to count after wasting 10 years of my life, after wasting 15 years of my life. 15 years and 10 years of your life, is it more precious than that life itself? I'm asking you. Even if you have to fight for a divorce, even if you have to fight for any claim, can't you go to your father's house from a distance? Where zobazi ife yazo ebo wu no ife ahụ na azo karịrị ndụ. Onwe na nde jeru first marriage or wulu disaster. Had J second one or will heaven for them. It is more like na etola afia from Dubai to get afia o fail wumbu Dubai. He discover China, China bag ogalanya. You forget about Dubai and all the bad experiences you from Dubai. Then ijebelu nwe China. When the zone na China, zone na Dubai or walk. Then hasatuluzie down eba jezie na azuru na nke ndị na-eji eguta from these two places abogaranya. Ụfọdụ wulu ndị pụtagolu from one failed marriage bakwa na another one. Do you think that na because na your first marriage crash na the second one will be bed of roses? No. It's possible na first one will ike crash ya, second one ado more horrible than the first one. My advice to you again will be, go with your own sanity. Go with your own sanity before you lose it and you will do something crazy. Amumunye na da kuziri ndị baye ụfọdụ ife. Nwoke go na ebi n'ụlọ. Nwoke bi go na ebi n'ụlọ selego achọghọzi mụ. Esi na oye kwuliye. You are not going anywhere. Eh? Unu na-eme bife mari ife na-eme. Ufu onye egbu ibe then ejeze wepụta ofu akụkọ anyị anụghọ kọbala anyị. Unu ha akọla anyị akụkọ mgbe ahụ unu na-eme achọghọm mana ka anyị nyelu unu aka settle that problem now. Ọ na ịfụhụ nke yọlụ na mee. Imagine na mee apụghọ no be yọl etu ndị mmadụ si advice ya a na-anụzi intana gudi a na-alụ n'ime ebe ahụ nwobere oge anyị amụ ife mere aka ofu akụkọ denụ abịazie kọbaziela anyị akụkọ ife merụ. Ọ ka hụ mma na people na Georgia etu ha si Georgia both parties agaba n'alụ onwe ha fesiere onwe ha different things dụrụ ha. They are both making exploit. Maybe tomorrow or next they will both realize where they have made mistakes. They will come back together after they have realized where they have made mistake. Ọ ka hụ mma ana m ajụ ngụnwa ajụjụ because ngụnwa na-ene m anya kịta ọhụkwọ mmadụ niile mana ị nwere ike ịma yourself. You are just sitting on time bomb waiting for it to pull. You are playing with your life. You are playing with your life. Yeah? You are playing with your life. Marriage is not even like ordinary friendship and a baby. If I won him and I go na allow no. Do you know how easier it is for one person to snuff out of the other person? You are taking risk, but you don't know. You are taking risk. I want to make it to look to you so bad so that you can caution yourself and leave that okumueno. Naben now just week. Oni onwere bisi wepụta isi n'elu weda. Ndebe nna go jugo aju. ihe ji wee nwụọ na-eche ka eburu n'ozu bụ n'ahụ nke nna ha ekwughị ife ahụ maka ndị I am going nowhere, I am not going anywhere. You are not going anywhere. Na battle of Armageddon no na-abụ declare na n'ebe nwụrụ nọ. They say you are not going anywhere. I go nowhere. I go nowhere. Chineke melu mmadụ ebele. Chineke. Ai. Epụtazie kịta. Ịbịa kọwara ya akụkọ dụka na-arụsị anya. We don't know about this. We are going to judge you with the action you have taken. Spare us that story because when if I GMA, you have so many ways you could have expressed these things to people to understand. There are necessary actions you could have taken and not this particular action that you took. For you, that say one day. And I know one day Kasukelana, Ofu Bosse. One day, enough will be enough. One day. Bonki go market, no go return. He put his see you, Maki Siri Sukelana, and I say, Obosia, he fay me yame, he fay me nan. Oh, he fay me melifa. A baker in Okwa. He will be on the walk. All in the dondo yano ziogo, but that justice, you will not be there to see it. That justice, you will not be there to see it. And a pelonia dondo no one weep. And a majority. And a pelonia dondo. Na onye nwụrụ anwụ ikpe ike mbọ dị megbu ojukwu ba anyị sị na a living corporal is better than a pied general. A living corporal is better than a pied general. So why are you trying to become a general? Why can't you walk away like a corporal and go with your head high? You are trying to wear that decoration of a general, and along the line, you lose one door. Along the line, you lose one door. People have so many things to tell you, but a lot of them to hear it. Anafi benine. Okomado modoro. Ka amụrụ atụkwasị ahụ n'enu fomu na-ewuchaghị ekwu oge megharị agha. Allow the ụmụazị, both of you can co-kerike ife a na-akpọ there co-parenting. There are people who know about this more. I am saying this especially in a marriage where an enwe domestic fee. You don't have any reason to be there. Ngwa nwaanyị asịrị gị naba, ị suppose iri iji aka gị naba. Nobody is going to chase me out of my husband's house. Ngwadu onye nke anọ na mortuary keta ọ mmadụ chụpụkwara ya ọhọziri mmadụ chụpụrụ ya ebupụziri ya ebupụ unconsciously ọmọhọzi mgbe ebupụrụ ya. There are some onya ka o ji eme na-eme program oge ụfọdụ nwere ụfọdụ stand ya nwe ọdụ strange. Reason nji enwe this stand there is that agwagongo, if you want to go through this life, with less regret, zero down on your emotion level. Zero down your emotion level. For that is the only time. I repeat, that is the only time your sense will be overfunctional. That is the only time your brain will be too functional. When you begin to put emotion on everything, hey, Omazia, Nkadu 2 years, Nkadu 3 years, Nkadu 4 years, Keloko Omazia yesi weneme, Keloko Omazia yesi weneme, or can happen Omazia. You were more ebi nature mako Omazia. Omazia you to just chapao, and they will forget about you. Odogu. Until you na speaker. I wish you the same. And I watch the program. Until you na speaker. Okay. Onyi Italo. Gavaniru brother.
My brother, it baffles me sometimes. And then the model, I could do. And I can even neighbor him on your land because he only you with the mona. On your land, when was the kids around you? When was the whole night when he killed Kuna? I have to hear any Kuna because I know Yahano. I know you queer. I want to call the Ibas around Yana who is Zuku. So I was it.
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
And on where anything on for you, made you as yes, and if only I'm an odd money in the Catalan. Mother the keep muddy breaking only for your love, only love for it easier. The poor one is here, but I pocket us wine and one of the we put it. Among how many years have been? One will move dim by set. We'll put I with some where only another that now. I go at them here before they shake it. On undivided, I like you just something else people when they want the engagement in Amazia. After only an hour on the day, and I've been the man who are not now, even though I'm again every night, only cheat the way you fall on them. Why I am an idiot. Ezeugo, we just put the fuel. We just put the fuel, one wine.
That is a very wicked and barbaric act. Only on a Melifa.
Would like to buy your uncle. One year we moved to talk with they were one who know no matter where, but they were not on the way out on the vegetation. None of them, you are wild people saying a cracker. Everybody will round. Only did that and only one day while you can hear me here. Or put any well, who do devour the bar, post to it, and then mother somewhere. No, no, and mind you, I woke up with almost one hour before, which means all the one hour before. Yeah, he can't know what. Well, poor, or the Mokonia, the sentinel, or we back at that lady, only in Tony Bana, we back at the to that time.
Osinachi,
or we back Osinachi will lose one there. Unka has not cheated. Only work will be, only work equity, you know, to why. My brother, one you go look 5 boys. You look at the put away and even Mbana do had to do here that guy that told me he got like Koya. But I never could like the money himself. More wine. If somebody make a tag in the money to whoop on Imokona, as you go on and bungo to the Oko, only bungo to the Oko. Okora on Chori. Huh? No cooker. I keep was the okay when Moswazi Oko, so can tell somebody who I can make you the okay.
You see?
Somebody in a human being, Anya, will fuel, won't you fuel, do the lighter. If Botani walk with no anger, they must spirit, you and Emma, and I do equal to or one thing, boy, leave him a mother, they might even, they must spirit, not anger. Anger, I want you, then somebody will put that this morning. Somebody will put that this morning. We're just not on program. We're not checking why. Hey boy, I would dig in it. You make here, make a dig away, take a tag here, you will make a tag the yesterday to dig it. You know, you might consider why camera will request you.
Ban.
Huh? Now somebody na unyo mother na one night why that's here to body of fuel. Why some of the Kawaja, you open away, if you make a taggy, if you make a taggy, my brother, I'll be a walk, I'm wide apart.
Why do run with that program again?
Every program alone to give enough light up here. When you need the light up, gave 1 year, gave a diggy, you are, we make a tie in a song, we never think you will make a tie to the extent and get to get you. Emana
last time mmelu similar program a na ife ọgwalụ okwulu uwo na ọpụta ebe nwoke tiri nwunye ya ife na ife ọ ya ajụ owu kere ife nwaanyị ahụ melu wee jụọ ya na that program wee sị what of etibezie nwaanyị ahụ ife nwaanyị ahụ nwụọ ya ajụ onye nwụrụ anwụ kedu ife o meru di eji wee tiwue why not preach against it.
Yes.
For that is the only way you can hear both parties. Okay, now let us say that we agree na I agree with him. How do we know what has happened now that the man who go the woman?
God bless you.
Ngwasi jezie nya jezie se kporuzie waja kpoje na mortuary ebe nwanyi ahụ no. Ka o jezie jụọ that woman ife omelu di eji wee wuo fuel mmụọ ya ọkụ. Our men should stop being irresponsible. Nwoke ọwụna na-eti nwunye ya ife do irresponsible. Let us tell ourselves the truth.
I'm telling you. Somebody, my brother, if I do, give an about if I do, give an about if I do, give an about thinking of eating at one. If you put up here, you know, my baby, like digging I go, you know, go there, digging I go, you know, go there to the extent to make a taxi demand with it, and I call the car.
My brother. Why are you calling in the court?
1 year, you were football. You will fuel, Ezeugo, will fuel. One, they want your child like that. Would you want like that? Is whatever way you like that, put your born and walk.
Only, do you want me to tell you something? Do you want me to tell you something? In my own program, no total. Okay, if you're total, anyway, make the one. Where I was talking about parents, it has room house. Hana's room house. Ha na prepare ha ina-azụ nwa na-azụ nwa nwoke na prepare for marriage na-azụ nwa nwaanyị na prepare for marriage ịma na the only challenge enwere be anyị wụ na sọsọ ụmụ nwaanyị ka a na-efocus na-ezụ azụ na-azụ ya ka ọ baa be nwoke olu obe nwoke ka o binye ebe nwoke kpọtọfụ nwa nwoke ị ya azụkwori nwa nwoke ka ị ya azụ ya ọkpọta nwaanyị ka nye na nwaanyị bi nwuo
ọgwenigo nwoke ekwuo na gbagina ihe a na-azụ nwa ya nwoke ka o jee na-achụta ego.
Look at, do you know that na mgbe mụ na ụmụnne m niile nọ n'ụlọ asị nwoke nọ n'ụlọ and the nwaanyị ụmụnne m ndị nwaanyị chọọ m okwu ntinye ha ife adago m iwu ayapịa m ịtarị n'elu ọkwọ ndị ntọrọ atọ ayapịa m ịtarị n'elu reason I eji wee pịa m ịtarị wụ kere ife na-etiri ya ife mụ bịa kpesa my dad ya gwa m or my mom ya gwa m onwe onye n'ime ya mere m ife mụ bịa kpesalụ ya ka nya nwe were aka wee megono wee kọshọnụọ ha o wee tie ya ife o wee pọnishi ha reason eji agwa gị ife ahụ wụ ka ị wee ghara idevelop habit of beating ụmụ nwaanyị because na ahụ ha dị too delicate that you may make a mistake, a damage onye ahụ. A lot of ụmụ nwaanyị today aha atụ ime taa wife enyi ha nwoke tiri ihe eti mgbe ha na-eme dating ebe a ka a na weti fepụ ha apa nwa. Do you know that na ụfọdụ ụmụ nwoke a na-adụ so wicked and heartless na nwaanyị ya adị ime ile eti ya ife na-azọ ya ọkpa n'afọ na-agba ya ọkpa n'afọ. That is how wicked ụfọdụ n'ime fa na-adụ. Then you will come out to come and ask me kele ife nwaanyị ahụ merụ iji wee ti ife. Why need to see ụmụnne ndị nwaanyị niile n'ụlọ before ha wee nụsịa di ịghọta ife na-ekwu.
Afụgo m nke nwaanyị na-atọ mụọrọ ya n'ime nwaanyị na-atọ ahụ mụọrọ ya n'ime nwaanyị na-atọ ahụ efukwa mkpụmkpụ mmadụ a na-agwa ịma ndị mkpụmkpụ mmadụ a na-emeta ihe n'ime nwaanyị na-atọ ahụ mụọrọ ya nwa. Do you believe na o nwere one of them ịma na o ji bọtụrụ wee jide fukutu woman wee finish eze niile dị n'ihu eze gwụrụ agwụ.
Imagine
eze niile dị n'ihu eze gwụrụ agwụ. Ọ bụrụ na gịnị ọ mana sometimes o nwere ihe ndị mmadụ anaghị ọ mana that is why apụta na-ekwu marriage asị gị marriage is for better for worse.
Ọmarịcha pụta apịa pụta ebe ahụ ọmarịcha pụta gawa wivi na-ekwu
for better for worse na marriage akwụkwọ mgbe a na-eti mmadụ ihe because na olukwa ha na ụmụ nwaanyị Chineke kere ụmụ nwaanyị wụ n'ọnụ ka o kere n'ihe niile. Nwaanyị enwere ike osighi ike mana o nwere ike iju ọnụ gwa gị ihe ya ahụ
ma nwanne ewu nke nne mụrụ gụ na ya nọ n'ọsọ nke nọ n'anụ
ma nwanne gị nke nne mụrụ gụ na ofu ihe ofu ọnụ a ịmana that is why o ji ahụ mgbe a na-ekwu okwu na nwoke chọrọ ije nwaanyị asị na ọ ya adị machọ na o yeme ibe ndị mmadụ ya na-eche mgbe a nọ eji nọ ntị o ruo how many years no ị ya adị machọ both in brain both in mgbe ya ahụ ife mee mad if you move that time. A mad decision you take move that time. Because the number one and one, you're going to want to my brother, one day, I will question. Because one year here for go on one in an hour, also falling with you came like this or down, and before you know it, that one ambulance.
Yes.
So, but to walk by in a mamma and a kind of wine, and I am on a power. How could one her? But use way of bread. Only in one wine. My brother, own or there walk or out. Own a wine in a way out of April. A poor and own a wine in a nigga because the woman I thought about me thinking of no wine in the good enough working. No, but this you wanna. He can't have and then you know wine, I'm not no slave who call. You know I'm not very well go. You know I'm not a lot of things you could see.
Nkago do any diri whoop on a mind of a lot of women. Okay, we will achieve at least 50% of peace in families. Owulu na-enwe ike wepụ nwo na nwaanyị ịnụrụ anụ ahọ olu ka ije dọta na nwaanyị ịnụrụ anụ abịaghị serve wo. It is a mutual something. Owulu na-enwe ike train nwa ụfọdụ ụmụ nwoke ba ihe ndị bụ isi ọkpụkpụ ka ha understand their this fact. It will save a lot in marriages.
Money maybe ya mana some of no nwoke ba ya maybe ya mana some of them maka ihe a na-eme.
Ha lu obodo oyiwo.
Jefu nke ya anụ onye ọcha.
Aje nu onye ọcha.
Jefu any of them ya anụ onye ọcha. Ka iwe fu ka onye si wee na-eme. Ọ na-eme uto onye ọcha ahụ, ọ na-eme n'ọrụ. Mana onye ojii onye na-eme uto n'ọrụ uto onye na-eme na ihe kwesịrị na ife na nwaanyị ya nọ. O kwesịrị ime ọna, o kwesịghị ime ọna. Ịghọtago, my brother, that is, elekọtara m ihe anya na-asị onwere ife na-control some people. Onwere another spirit na-control some people because ka ka mmadụ si wee nwe udo obi ya wee nekọta mmadụ ibe ya anya nwaanyị mụọrọ gị dị mkpa 5. Even though onye a mụrụ gị nwa nwaanyị bụ na oven ndị ọnụ ya worst enemy wu ihe a.
Onye ịtalụ ifukwa ori nke enyi nwaanyị shitiri on him o jewolu mma mapụ ya isi. Ifukwa ori nke a sịrị nọ gospel singer.
The other one last week, what God has a regret you win your one.
Imagine. Maka no ngo muri ya. Ngo muri ya. Onya muri ya. Okwari nwe ka owu.
Bakure ni bedroom we dia putana. Ara to ga ju. Ina so ni regret. Na muri no gini ko be o be ke ba regret. If you be na be ama abo ni wo. Ndị be ha mụbụkwa onye iwu ị na-anyị nwanne nwaanyị ama afọ dị iwu mana inwugo obi ikwugo iwu
Kenneth Chibeze drop a comment ka nsị na comment ụtara ya kpọbata ahụ
apụzikwara ihe kwesịrị na-eme kịta nke omume ọ dịsikwa too much because this is not way to go. Ekwesịkwara na-akụziri ndị be anyị n'otu ọkụkọ mana ọkụkọ ịmarakwa na inwe nwe obi eji wee na-ejiwu ihe eji wee nọ nwutu nwaanyị anụ na nwaanyị nkatị ka this ladies wee nwụ na January just look at somebody apụta na bịa ịchọ excuse enwere ike iji na the woman anaghị anọ n'ụlọ anaghị alagha n'ụlọ kwa ha bere so for that reason ọ dịzi mma ka a mụọ ya were fuel mụọ ya ọkụ because of na ọ naghị alagha n'ụlọ ịpụnara ya n'ụlọ
wee gbọnarị ya ndebe ha
ọnwụ na okwe anyị na ọ takọrọ n'ụlọ gị hapụrụ n'ụlọ ụlọ because ụdị ibe a nkịta na onye kọntent ya na-adịrị ụdị ibe ọ ndịbe nke nwaanyị na onwe ese gosiri ọnwụ na onye a na-akpọrọ onye a ugboro na-ekpọrọ ase biko kpọọnụ nwanne ụnụ nwaanyị kpọọnụ nwa ụnụ nwaanyị achọzi m nekwe ihe ọ na-eme o memezie like this anọbazie from that side na nna di ya etekwe na ọ na-akpọrọta ọkpọrọta ya ọ na-achịtakwa ọkpọrọta ya ọ na-ezogoda kind of thing onwe anything sef nwaanyị anyị eme mma eji wee sị na ihe a nwoke a mere yet na o metere onwe anything ọ sọkwara ya mgbe mma eji wee support this art ya nwoke this man art ụmụ nwoke be anyị dịkwara ime mmụọ it's very very affording telling you Ezeugo ka m nwọchiwakwa gị my brother
daalụ nwanne m daalụ I think na waja my brother I think it's high time you are bigger than this preaching
in a new by. You are bigger than this preaching in a new by. You want to go? Let us stop all this. I maintain you don't have any right, no matter what. When you know the right, you don't have any right. You know what I say? Now, hello. Yeah, good morning. Okay, because of this program, Naga. Until you na speaker. All right. Wagabaniru.
Okay, good morning, ndị na-ege anyị ntị. Now, ịma ibido your program, ọ nwere ebe ị nọ na-agụ meseji mmadụ post.
Yes.
Aga ihe a na-akpọ ha wụ enablers. And ha na-eme, that kind of statement na-eme some men. Ha ji treat nwunye ha bad. Enweghị justification for a man to raise his hand on any human being. Ma sị na ọnụ nwaanyị ajọka. Imam jiri nwayọ gwa m okwu. For example, now, di m bata, I'm married, I'm a married woman. Di m asị m, maybe na o nwere ihe ọfụ adịrọ mma. O jiri nwayọ gwa m ya sị m nne na ihe adị ebe a adịrọkwa mma. Mmanwụ kọrọ ya ọnụ ma okwu okwu anyhow. Okwu anyhow, ịma na isi adịrọ m mma. Why men, some men just demand the not what we when you go to social media, you will see different comments. Okay, I see, no, can I do not so can at your piece? I don't want this man no so can demand the respect. I'm not giving you no in a column, he may respect from me.
Respect is reciprocal, of course.
I'm not going to go. I'm never come out as well. We look at that side. In one piece, in your piece, what you give is what you receive. And I'm not there. Ezeugo, I think now, some men believe now when you marry a woman that need a make a favor. And now, get I tell you these things. Can you see learning well? I see it as a slave trade. Because I see on Yahoo. Some of them are treated with bad. So you must respect me. I'm only one of our tenants then. He had a man every 1996 or so.
Chembe.
I'm more than wait to be this kind of situation can even at my father's compound every 1996 or so.
Say I can water moto.
Only can work it out because so many after dating one, you have to get one email. Only can only no bad day. Only bad day, but this guy will want all these heavyweight madlock. 1 year, would they bleeding that woman where that day? Actually, that woman can. Let's start away from this thing, this kind of abuse on. Most of our parents are the enablers. Most 90% of our parents will be enablers. Because email, more as in all the superior than the girl. All from the distance in the video, breed animals. In every India, I'm not gonna have human being. I'm not going to have house help. It starts from our parents. As we go away here, need another punishment. That is exactly how it runs in my family. You dare not raise your hand on us. mgbe anyị ga-eto ụmụ nwanne m nwoke tiribela anyị ihe onwe ihe anyị mere come and report us. Because when you beat your sisters every day, you're not one leg, anybody. Can I keep going to one day? Can I keep him and get to me again? Eh? I don't know to leave food. A lot of women don't ask him, I can walk him, I can walk it. What life goes on. Any form of abuse is not acceptable in marriage or in relationship. Physical abuse or emotional abuse or financial abuse. You know, some men one guy na mama and papa has so growing up, and papa has provide the ego. Mama had job while you were telling me. Also, you have a normal thing. Oh, yeah, make me money. And that woman, you are raising damaged kids. For example, kita nkanku. Ona di ginagi ya so. Polish. Ona polish body na polish omu ya. O man do se go ni e no kwalo na anu kwadidi. Nkanku tinya all those things so you are damaging yourself, you dey kill your self-esteem. Onye nwanne tinya no lo. It ota kita nwanya ngo. Yeah, when I saw that video, I don't know. Only a TJD and JD. And this, if I had to walk out when you walk one, this is not the first time go to be here. Or not the first time, get it, and it took your life. There is no shame in being a single mother. There is no shame. The most important thing is to live your life. Some men are stupid. If one is an online here, you can't really see, only enable us. What about some men are because since will be the voice on me.
Okay, anyway, round up because maybe program I not stand by this night. I discuss all this thing extensively. Yeah, just call her back this night so that we can discuss this extensively.
Okay.
All right, big up my people. Happens Bioku I catch this thing. Makano Ogamo around. Mwede kwa